Hello friends, we're out and about again. Today we're doing a ride out west into the hill country. It's very windy today, so I'm going to put up my windscreen, protect me a little bit from the oncoming wind at least. Right now we're at Nameless Road, and I'm going to continue west. We're going to go up Cow Creek Bend, I believe it's called. Let me just double check that later and I'll throw it up on the screen if I'm wrong. But it's a small country road that heads north. I'm going to do a big loop and head back to towards Austin. And it's about a 75-mile ride. So I'll just give you little glimpses of the ride along the way. I'm not going to talk probably too much because it might be too windy. But that's it. And we are off. Just got gas, so you got 204 miles in the tank. Got plenty of gas to get us where we need to go. I did another video about this road right here I'm crossing. This is Nameless. This was a fun ride. And this road, Nameless Road, also heads north. The Cow Creek Bend is, I think it's a smaller road, and it's a little bit further, quite a few miles further down this road that we're going on right now, which is 1431. Maybe you can hear that wind already, but quick shifter, yay! Entering the town of laga Vista. Lots of hills here. Okay, so we got another 21 minutes to get to where we're going. Cow Creek Road. See, it's another 6.5 miles before we get to Cow Creek Road. Marble Falls is 26 miles, so we're not going quite that far. We're going to take a turn before we get there. So let's go, go, go! So now you can see we've turned into a single lane road, getting further away from civilization. Here we are. Cow Creek. Let's see what kind of road this is. Hopefully it doesn't get much bumpier than this. This will be a long ride. Yeah, so this is really a back country road. Can't go too fast on this. Oh, bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Okay, so let's just, just cruise along. I can put the windshield down, get some wind. I've never been on this road, so I'm not going to be crazy. So I don't know what's up ahead here. And then I just want to kind of soak it in too. It's kind of cool out here, being out in the woods. Cows. That's the only thing you gotta watch out for here in Texas is they have free range ranches sometimes, and there'll just be cows in the middle of the road, cattle. These seem to be fenced in though, looks like, so should be okay. A cattle guard, 1 lane. Oh, that's this metal grate. I believe is what they call the cattle guard, so the cattle don't walk over it. Well, it looks like we don't have to worry about traffic out here. That's for sure. One of the viewers, I won't name them just for privacy purposes, I don't know if they'd be happy about me announcing their business, but they just messaged me yesterday, and they just got their RS. They just got a new RS delivered to them. They're also in Texas, over closer to Houston. So that's very cool. Another boxer friend in Texas. At some point, I think we'll be able to hook up and have a ride together. Austin to Houston's about a 3-hour ride, so it's a bunch of little towns in the middle. It would be a good halfway point. We could probably meet each other halfway, have some barbecue, check out the bikes, swap stories. I have yet to meet someone that has an RS other than on YouTube videos, so it'd be interesting to see another owner of an RS up close and in the wild. I gotta say, this is a nice little ride. The only thing is this road is, I don't know if you can see on the camera, the camera's got stabilization, so it's probably not coming through as much, but this road is not completely flat. It's quite bumpy, if you will. Doable. Cattle guard. Keep those cattle from escaping. Okay. Hey, you know what? I bet this would be an interesting road in the at nighttime, huh? It's pitch black out here. No street lights. No houses. So out here in Texas, of course, a lot of this land, Texas has so much land, but most of it, if I remember correctly, almost all of it is privately owned. this land out here. A lot of, cattle ranches in front. Ooh, a house. Slow, loose cattle. Here we go. Don't want to be hitting Bessie or anybody. But a lot of this land's all privately owned. So these roads I think, are quite old. They date back quite a ways back. Wow, this is cool. Look at this. A little dried up creek bed. These roads are used to no trespassing. Okay, guess we won't do that. People have guns here. But these are all roads that connected, cattle ranches and horse and buggies in the day. Pretty interesting. And now, probably, this is global news, so Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla, has moved his gigafactory here, is building all kinds of stuff. He just bought up another huge parcel of land down near the airport, next to where the gigafactory is going to be. So I think a lot of people that own this land, this land's been passed down through families. This generation is going to get quite rich off of this. These land acquisitions to build all these factories and big corporations that are moving into town. Housing prices, land, everything's going up. Wow, it's a pretty big house out there. Or should I say Homestead? Got a little sitting area here, hangout place. Oh, it's nice. Moot Point. Very nice. Another one here, another big house at the ranch at Cow Creek. That's what that place is called. Wow, very nice. I think I'm going to try and gather a couple buddies together and ride through here together. I got a neighbor that has an RT, a BMW RT, and another neighbor very close to him has a Triumph Bonneville. I think that's a T100, I believe. Black one, very nice. And wow, that was a good bump. And I think there's a couple other people in the area that have bikes, so try and gather some people together. Oh, there's the creek here. This actually has water in it down there. No trespassing. Look at that, this is all private property, with the exception of this road. Watch for ice on bridge. See, there's a little bit of the water. Oh, actually, we're going to go right over the creek. Yay! Oh. Nice. Just passed over Cow Creek. Awesome. I believe that's limestone, all that rock. Oh, just can't really see it now. But those rock formations. Central Texas here has a lot of limestone. Let's see if we can see it through here, maybe. Guess not too much shrubs, trees, bushes, etc. Ugh. Now will be perfect at the end of this ride. It'd be a nice little pub. some pub pizza and a pint of beer. But that's not gonna happen. Oh. Private property signs everywhere. Oh, looks like we're going over past the creek again. Yoo-hoo. It's not as windy in here, which is nice. We got all these trees to protect us. This is a nice day. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. I know my friends in Northern Europe would love to see that. It's 82 degrees. I'll put that up on the screen. Celsius, it's probably 27, 28, something like that. Somewhere around there. This is one of the things, ever since I was a young kid, what I liked about bicycles. I was into BMX bicycles, mountain biking, and then motorcycles. The thing I like the most is exploring. That's the thing that just is so much fun on a bicycle or a motorcycle. It's just getting out and exploring and checking out things that you wouldn't normally see while driving a car around, or places you couldn't get to with a car. So you can imagine, see this fence here? This land all the way back in there, all those trees up into the mountain. That's someone's property. That's a lot of land. Beautiful. Well, there's a house up there. This is like a scene from a cowboy movie, all this, the trees. Most of those are, I believe, oak trees. A lot of oak trees in central Texas. Cedar trees as well. What do we got here? There must be a big house or ranch up here. Oh, there's a big gate. Wow. I wonder what's up there. Well, anyone that lives out here that happens to watch this, got quite a cool place you're living in. Very beautiful. There's probably a lot of interesting history that goes around along with this area, the creek and all the surrounding area here. Okay, now we got some property people don't want anybody in. They got barbed wire and everything. I think there's a research facility back there with aliens. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, here's the entrance. What's this say? No trespassing, will be shot dead. No, there's nothing. Well, there's a buzzer there at the gate to get in. That's nice. Wow, that's quite a fence. That's prison fence, man. Look at that thing. Escape from Alcatraz. Canyon Ridge Springs. It must be. I don't think that's just one house up there. It's probably a few houses. Hello, friend. Going over the creek again. I'm sure some of you watching this are probably like, damn, if I was on that road, I'd be tearing it up. But a couple of reasons why I'm not. One, I'm a conservative rider. I don't drive crazy. I like to enjoy the scenery, and also this is, although this road is public, this is all pretty much private, and out of respect to people who live here and any wandering cattle, I don't want to go too fast. The Mountain Creek Ranch. Hello, Mountain Creek Ranch. If we were up in the northeast of the U.S. right now, all these trees would be changing color. All the leaves would be yellow, brown, and pretty much stay green here. I think later on, a little bit later, when it gets a little colder, they'll change a little bit, drop some leaves. Flood gauge. Well, glad we didn't come here after a big rain. Probably would have been flooded. Nice view. Another bridge with a flood meter. See that there? That's all. I think that's all limestone. That's the kind of stones I was talking about earlier. Some old oak trees. There's a hawk up there, cruising around. Have you ever seen, cartoons, cowboy movies, or even Bugs Bunny had one? They always have the turkey vultures, so we have a lot of those here. So anytime something dies, you know, most likely, you know, deer and things like that get hit by cars. You'll see the vultures circling overhead, and then they just pounce on it. I've seen more than one deer on the side of the road get cleaned down to the bone within hours. You know, something like 20 or 30 of these vultures, and they're pretty big birds. I mean, they're the size of my upper torso, some of them, almost. Just devour a deer right down to the bone. Okay, so that concludes our ride on Cow Creek. So now we're turning onto 1174. There's the creek. See you later. Okay. Cow Creek. Thank you for the tour there. That was fun. Too bad there's really nowhere to pull over back there. I mean, again, it's all private property, but it'd be nice to have somewhere to pull over and kick it for a little bit, take a rest, and enjoy nature. See, now my computer on the TFT now has me at 216 miles of gasoline. When I left the gas station, I had 201. Now it's recalculated based on my driving, and I have a little bit more in the tank. Actually, earlier I didn't mention it, but there's 221. So that's pretty much as high as it goes on this bike. About 220 is usually what I see if I tip-topped it, you know, all the way up to the top. Temperature dropped down a little bit, 78 degrees now. I can feel it in my coat. Very comfortable. Sorry, I don't want to rub it in for those of you that are preparing your bikes for winter storage. Very sorry about that, but there's an easy fix for that. Pack up your stuff and move south. I did live in the northeast of the U.S. and there's, although you can't ride your motorcycle, there's snowmobiling, skiing, lots of other fun things to do that we can't do here in Texas. And then there's something that brings out the little kid in me, anyways, during Christmas time when there's snow on the ground and you can go out sledding and all that stuff. That's really fun. That we can't do here in Texas. Although last winter we did have a freak storm and we did get snow and we dropped down below freezing temperatures, and we had a kind of a proper winter for about a week. I don't know how much more battery I have left, so I'll just say goodbye. And thanks for joining me on this ride. It was a lot of fun. I'll definitely do that again. Hopefully bring some buddies with me. So you guys take care, have fun, enjoy your week. Later.